Man tells Rowan he's the absolute spitting image of Mr. Bean, even after Rowan says he's the actor who plays him.
He came up to me after a while and he said, "Excuse me, has anyone ever told you that you're the absolute spitting image of that Mr. Bean?" And I said, "Well, actually, I am the actor who plays Mr. Bean." And he said,
Man suggests Rowan do look-alike work at Stag Party. You could make an absolute point.
"I bet you wish you were." And there followed this bizarre conversation in which the more I tried to claim that I was the person whom he thought I merely resembled, the less he believed me. But what was funny was how close he thought I was to you know.
Rowan looks visibly nervous before his Top Gear lap. People expect him to be great because
You were using launch control.
Okie-dokie. There we go.
You look a bit nervous, if I may say.
Yeah, I think.
All wide line like a Formula One driver through there. And wide on the way out as well, looking smooth.
lap time is revealed. Rowan nervously searches for his name. He did 140. Not bad.
Where do you think you might have come?
Who's at the very top?
The man at the very top is John Bishop, the northern comedian, followed by Ross Noble, the northern comedian.
Yeah, well, I was born in the north, so maybe...
Well, of course you're from the same neck of the woods as Ross Noble as well.
Indeed.
So you're looking at the top. You have that.
Oh, no. Yeah, exactly. One.
Rowan reveals a prop turkey from Mr. Bean was so heavy it gave him neck and back pain for months.
A universal appeal of this character and the global appeal.
I was just going to say that actually that turkey was heavier, even though it was a prop. It wasn't a real turkey. You'd be unsurprised to. But it was a prop turkey made out of some stuff. But it was fantastically heavy, and of course on my neck, and I had terrible sort of repercussions in my neck.
Rowan almost turned down The Lion King because he didn't like voice work. A friend convinced him
of that movie because I didn't want to do it actually because voiceovers, generally voice work, is something that I'd become well I'd never done and I'd never liked because I feel as though I'm a visual artist if I'm anything, and it seemed to be a pointless thing to do. But the co-writer of the
Rowan nearly killed himself filming the cycling scene in Mr. Bean's Holiday. He's not a cyclist.
Great ease. I didn't overtake them with great ease. I had to put in a tremendous amount of effort, and once we'd done a couple of takes of that, I was absolutely dead, because I'm not a cyclist, I'm not fit, I'm not an athlete. They cycled very slowly to make sure that I overtook them very, very hard.
Rowan drove a car straight at the cameraman in the old days, something you'd never be allowed to do today.
I remember, we wanted the shot of the car coming straight towards camera. The cameraman was here, and I just drove straight at him, anything anymore. But in those days, we did.
Rowan says what makes his co-star stand out: syphilis, and he's already passing it on to young.
John has won this award instead of me, and I should like to announce my retirement from the acting profession in order to begin a lifetime of work amongst the mentally handicapped. In which capacity I look forward to meeting all the members of the judging panel very soon. Thank you.
Rowan announces retirement to work with the mentally handicapped and looks forward to meeting the judging panel.
What a delight it is that John has won this award instead of me, and I should like to announce my retirement from the acting profession in order to begin a lifetime of work amongst the mentally handicapped. In which capacity I look forward to meeting all the members of the judging panel very soon. Thank you.
Rowan says the trickiest thing is when people half recognize him. They just
I can't go to many places where you're not recognized. And it's the thing I find most tricky is when people don't recognize you particularly, but half recognize you. It's that strange thing where they go... And of course that means they stare. They stare.
Rowan waits for car parts, the kind of place you find him on most.
We're waiting for car parts. And car parts, guys hang around a lot because, to get a part, the guy has to go half a mile to the back of the warehouse and then come back again, and he brings it back. And he says, this is a left-hand one. Oh, you wanted a right-hand one? Sorry, I'll go. And it takes forever. Anyway, I was standing around with a group.
Rowan describes the magical moment on stage when a performance tips over and runs away from you.
That I find what I do funny, but it's almost actually, it's often on stage where it happens the most. When you feel, there's something about stage performance, it's more likely that your performance will run away with itself. Sometimes trying to do a performance or trying to make a moment funny is like trying to push a...
Rowan proudly says there are no blooper moments of him laughing in all of Blackadder. Not one.
I never, they very often try and get this sort of blooper tapes together of things like the Blackadder, and they're always looking for the moment when I corpse or when I laugh or when I make a mistake, and there are none. In all the series of Blackadder, there are none of me being remotely...
A headmaster casually admits he beat a student to death and would have expelled him if he
take no interest in school life whatsoever. He refuses to muck in on the sports field, and it's weeks since any master has received any written work from him. Oh, dear me. Quite frankly, Mr. Perkins, if he wasn't dead, I'd have him expelled.
Rowan greets the audience as Satan in hell and starts sorting them into groups: murderers, lawyers, fornicators, Christians.
Hello. It's nice to see you all here. Now, as the more perceptive of you have probably realized by now, this is hell. And I am the devil. Good evening. But you can call me Toby.
Rowan and Curtis almost named him Mr. White, then moved to vegetables and settled on Mr. Bean.
Tasked to give this character a name, the two began to cycle through the names of different colors at first, almost settling on Mr. White. They then moved on to vegetables, as they found those names to be more comical. While Mr. Cauliflower was considered, they eventually settled on Mr. Bean.
Rowan explains the key to Mr. Bean. He's a 9-year-old boy trapped in a man's body, selfish but lovable.
Mr. Bean was playing him as if he were a 9-year-old child, as audiences found empathy in children.
Whenever we try to think of Mr. Bean and how he will react or would react in certain situations that we're thinking of putting him in, I always imagine him as a 9-year-old boy. That's how I always see him.
I also love that Mr. Bean is also kind of mean-spirited.